Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube?
What up out there, YouTube?
This is SCL0320.
This is Joe Johnson 030.
And we are back for a non-spoiler review for the 13th episode of Gotham on the second season. The name of this episode was A Dead Man Feels No Cold. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. This is going to be just our first reactions to it. What do we think about this episode? I actually liked it. It had a lot more twists than I had expected. The end got downright sad. But there was definitely a lot of different things that I liked about this episode. One of the first things I'll say is that, let's just say that the freaking, the freeze gun and just any of the freeze mechanics are leaps and bounds so much better than Batman and Robin. Like, it was just like they used the perfect kind of practical effects and CG in the right moments and the right timing that it seemed plausible. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, like, if they continue down the road with the cinematic universe, if we ever get like a Mr. Freeze, like, we can see some awesome stuff with this, you know what I'm saying? But what sort of things do you like about the episode?
Well, we all know Mr. Freeze. I mean, this Mr. Freeze is a savage. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see like icicles popping out of people's eyes and stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. Now I would have expected some things to go a little bit differently towards the end.
Yeah.
But with that all said and done, overall the episode is just great. Definitely a good thrill because you don't know exactly what's gonna happen. Keeps you suspense this entire thing.
Yeah.
So with that being said, yeah, we can go continue talking about this junk. So, yeah, what else would you like to touch on here?
Well, not too much, because we're going to go into more details in the spoiler review.
Right.
But, I mean, the thing about this show, and we talked about it in the live chat, thanks everybody for joining us in that, is that this show, because it's not so loosely connected to the mythos, that they can go and take the story any kind of way they want to. And it makes it so much more surprising, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the relationship with Lee and even Gordon is just so strained and different, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's another element that comes into this episode in two different scenarios, and it makes Lee question everything about how she feels about Gordon as a man and as her partner, and now the father of her child, and it's really dramatic. But then, the what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about spoiler review?
Nah.
Okay. All right. But then, Bruce is back in this episode, and that is a really interesting arc that is going to be positioned really well. Is there anything else that kind of you want to add on to that one? Without giving anything away?
You get to see what's his name, Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? He's up to some very mischievous stuff. I mean, very, very mischievous stuff. This guy's practically might be a mastermind, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Now you have to watch this episode because we can't say anything, but you have to watch it because what he does is very pivotal in this series.
Yeah.
You have to watch it. Like, you just gotta watch it.
You got to. You got to.
But
and even Penguin is in a bad situation.
My dude Penguin though, like Penguin. Like, I like how they do Penguin in this series, man, because, like, I never found myself liking his character at all. But the way they did Penguin this entire series, it's just like, oh, snap, Penguin's actually a pretty cool character.
Yeah, he's the most intriguing, indifferent. Like, you can't estimate what he's going to do next.
Exactly. And I think they really did a good job on that. Like, how do you make Penguin a cool, relevant character?
Yeah.
For a character that, you know, no one cared about before.
Not really. Not really.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, I enjoyed this episode. I guess episode 8.5 out of 10. Not the best, but I definitely really did enjoy it. What would you give it as a rating?
I liked it. I have to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9.
I can see that. I can see that.
Give it a 9.
Because, I mean, the ending I did not expect at all. And we haven't even... Oh my gosh, the ending. We're just going to leave off right there. We're going to go into the spoiler review real quick.
Yeah, we're going to tap spoiler review.
And go and check that out. And keep it locked. JVS, we ain't going to stop. Talk to y'all soon.
Peace. Breaks off. We ain't going to stop.